gamma rays. So if they're so unlikely, if they're so, what do you call, rare, in other words, then, you know, most likely we won't see one nearby, near enough for us to really observe, right? Hi, El Challen. Has someone been mean to you again? I haven't seen in a bit. Doro! Who was mean to poor El Challen again? Who? Poor El Challen? I guess he's gone, or she. With primordial black holes being so scarce, it might seem unlikely that there would be one near enough for us to observe as an individual source of gamma rays. But since gravity would draw primordial black holes toward any matter, they should be much more common in and around galaxies. So although the gamma ray background tells us that there can be no more than 300 primordial black holes per cubic light year on average, so we get that limit. Can we get 20 likes? What is happening here? Who is fighting with who, and can we get 20 likes? So this 300 primordial black holes per cubic light year on average, it tells us nothing about how common they might be in our own galaxy. If they were, say, 1,000,000 times more common than this, then the nearest black hole to us would probably be at a distance of about 1,000 million kilometers, or about as far away as Pluto, the farthest known planet. At this distance, it would still be very difficult to detect the steady emission of a black hole, even if it was 10,000 megawatts. In order to observe a primordial black hole, one would have to detect several gamma ray quanta coming from the same direction within a reasonable space of time, such as a week. Because remember, we don't expect to get a lot of emission from a black hole. That's sort of the point of them, is that they're black. I mean, Stephen Hawking is making the point how black holes ain't so black. There may be some emission from them. The smaller they are, the more the emission, etc. But still, to expect a ton of emission or gamma rays or photons from a black hole is perhaps expecting too much. Okay, so in order to observe a primordial black hole, one would have to detect several gamma ray quanta, as in gamma ray photons, like literally, like you could get 4 photons or 5 photons, something like that, right? Coming from the same direction within a reasonable space of time, such as a week. Otherwise, they might simply be part of the background. So it's hard to say. When you're looking for something rare, it's hard to say, is this the signal or is this the background or what, right? But Planck's quantum principle tells us that each gamma ray quantum has a very high energy because gamma rays have a very high frequency, right? Gamma ray photons or gamma ray type of light waves are high frequency and small wavelength. So it would not take many quanta to radiate even 10,000 megawatts. These are high energy types of photons. Hello, Doro. Hello, everybody. Hello, Rickman. Hello, everyone who's joining. So, and to observe these types of high energy photons coming from the distance of Pluto, for example, would require a larger gamma ray detector than any that have been constructed so far. You know, we'd have to be kind of ready for this type of detection. Moreover, the detector would have to be in space because gamma rays cannot penetrate the atmosphere. So I'm blanking on the, what was the gamma ray? I visited a laboratory once in the UK, actually. What is that? Oh, I have to Google it. There is a gamma ray burst detector that I met with these people who work on that. Anyway, but yeah,